Hello everyone, welcome back to another day in the 100 days graphic design challenge. I'm using the 784 by 1072 pixels. I'm just going to click create. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm just going to head over to my downloads and I'll bring in the resources I'll be using for this design. So I'll just drag this and I'll drop it into Photoshop like this. I'm just going to arrange them one after the other. Enter. Okay, this one I'll take it up and I'll adjust it holding my shift key. Okay, then I'll just rotate it this way, place it here, and I'll drag it across holding my shift key. Enter. Then for this guy, I'm just going to reduce it. Enter. And then for this last one, I'm just going to place it here. Okay, then I'll just hit enter. So I'll just close up this one. I'll close up this one. I'll click on this one, then I would create this, and then I'll just head back to my eraser tool and I'll click on this. I'll make sure the hardness is in 100%. I'm just going to erase this once here. Okay, so I have something like this. I'm just going to reduce this one. Okay, enter. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring in a circle. So I'll just head back to my shapes. I'll right click and I'll click on ellipse, and then I'm just going to do this. Okay, so I have this color. This is a chocolate color, so I'm just going to click on it so that we can see the color code here. Okay, then I'll give it a stroke. I'll give it 2. Enter. And I'll change this to white. Now I'm just going to open up the eyes of this guy. Okay, so we have something like this. I'm just going to place this beneath this one. Okay, so this is what we have here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to open up this one, this particular one. I'll take it up. Okay, then I'm just going to place it here, this place. Okay, then I'll right click and I'll clip it to this ellipse like this. Okay, so this is what I have. Next thing I'll do is to just add my text very quickly. So I head back to text and then I'm just going to say chocolate. Okay, chocolate crunchy flakes. Okay, so I have this. I'm just going to bring this here and I'll adjust it. I'll just zoom in. Okay, so I'm just going to double click. I'll click on this one. I head over to properties. I will okay, is that both? Then I'm just going to increase the size. Okay, so I have something like this. I'm going to select this crunchy flakes and then I'll change it to regular. Then I'm just going to increase the size so that it's just the same as. Okay, so I have this. I'm just going to increase the spacing in between. So I have something like this. I'll just place this here. Then I'm just going to type crunchy and satisfying. So I'll just drag this, double click. I'll say crunchy and satisfying. Okay, so I'm just going to head over to this place, change to regular, and then I'll reduce this, reduce this, reduce this. Okay, until I have something like this. I'll just take this down. I'll take this guy up together with this, and then I'm just going to say made with cocoa powder. Okay, let me do that very quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to reduce the size very quickly. I'll just take it to 6. I'll reduce this a bit more. Okay, then I'm just going to place it here, enter. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm just going to add the net weight here. I'll just hold my alt, drag, and I'll click net weight 20 gram. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust this here. I'll just increase it a bit, and I'll place it right here. Okay, so I'm just going to fit screen. This is what we have done so far. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to create a new layer, to create a new file. Okay, then I'm going to use this. I want to create the mockup. Okay, I'll just save my design. I will save it as flakes, and I'll save it as a JPEG file. Okay, enter. Then I'll open up this new one. I'm just going to head over to my resources, and I'll drag this into Photoshop. Okay, I'll place this here. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust it this way, and I'll adjust this way. Okay, I'll just hit enter. I head back to my layers, and then I'm going to select, and I'll click subject. I'll wait for it to select the subject. Okay, so I'm just going to click Ctrl J to have this. Let me close up the eyes of this. See what we have here. Then I'm going to bring in my image. So I head back to file. I'm just going to say place embedded. So I'm just going to place it here. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust this. I'll take it this way, and I'll place it here. Okay, I'm just going to hit enter. Then I'll right click, and I'll create clipping mask. Okay, and I'm just going to click here, and I'll change this to multiply. So this is what I have. I'll just, okay, I can see that my was cut out. Okay, so I'm just going to hit enter. Then I'll click FX, and I'm going to click blending options. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust this particular underline layer. So I'll just click Alt, and I'll click on this, divide it, and then I'll just click it this way. You can see the effect on this image. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a bit, and then I'll click on this one, and I'll just adjust it, and I'm just going to hit enter. Okay, so this is what we have, and with that we have come to the end of this particular design. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm just going to see you in our next video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.